Fast am I, good evening and welcome to the Manx Radio Folk Show with me, John Barker, playing the best in folk and roots music from the Isle of Man and around the world. Well, after our short break due to the Guild and me being in the west of Scotland kayaking, I'm back tonight with a show filled with lots of new music. Well, apart from this first one. A couple of weeks ago I played loads of old tunes from the late 70s and early 80s, and this is one that got left over because it was so long. This is Little Musgrave by Planxty for Martin.
As many's in the year, Musgrave to the church to go to see fine ladies there, and some were dressed in velvet red and some in velvet pale, and then in came Lord Barnard's wife, the fairest among them all. She cast an eye on the little Musgrave as bright as the summer sun. Said Musgrave unto himself, this lady's heart I've won. I have loved ye, a fair lady, for long and many's the day, and I have loved ye, a little Musgrave, and never a word did say. I have a bower in Bucklesford Berry, it's my heart's delight. I'll take you back there with me, if you lie in me arms tonight. But standing by was a little footpage from the lady's coach he ran. Although I am a lady's page, I am Lord Barnard's man. Lord Bernard will hear of this, oh, whether I sink or swim. Everywhere the bridge was broke, he'd enter the water and swim. Oh, my Lord Bernard, you are a man of life. But Musgrave, he's at Bucklesford Berry, asleep with your wedded wife. This be through, me little footpage, this thing that you tell me. All the gold in Bucklesford Berry I gladly will give to thee. But if this be a lie, me little footpage, this thing that you tell me, from the highest tree in Bucklesford Berry hanged you will be. Go saddle me the black, he said, go saddle me the grey, and sound ye not your horns, he said, lest our coming ye betray. But there was a man in Lord Barnard's terrain who loved the little Musgrave. He blew his horn both loud and shrill, away Musgrave, away. Still, me little Musgrave, hug me from the cold. It's nothing but a shepherd lad, a bringing his flock to fold. to your hawk upon its perch, your steed eats oats and hay, and you a lady in your arms, and yet you'd go away. He's turned her around and he's kissed her twice, and then they fell asleep. When they awoke, Lord Barnard's men were standing at their feet. How do you like me bed, he said, and how do you like me sheets? How do you like me fair lady that lies in your arms asleep? It's well I like your bed, he said, and great it gives me pain. I'd gladly give £100 to be on yonder plain. Rise up, little Musgrave, rise up and then put on. It'll not be said in this country I slayed a naked man. So slowly he got up, so slowly he put on. Slowly down the stairs, thinking to be slain. There are 2 swords down by my side, and dear they cost me purse. You can have the best of them, and I will take the worst. And the first struck that little Musgrave struck, it hurt Lord Barnard sore. But the next struck Lord Barnard struck, little Musgrave ne'er struck more. Ne'er struck more. And then up spoke the lady fair from the bed whereon she lay. Although you're dead, me little Musgrave, still for you I'll pray. How do you like his cheeks, he said, how do you like his chin? How do you like his dead body, now there's no life within? It's more I like his cheeks, she cried, and more I want his chin. It's more I love that dead body than all your kith and kin. He's taken out his long sword to strike the mortal blow. Through and through the lady's heart, the cold steel it did go. A grave, Lord Barnard cried, to put these lovers in. With me lady in the upper hand, she came from better kin. For I've just killed the finest knight that ever rode a steed, and I've just killed the finest lady that ever did a woman's deed. It fell upon a holy day as pennies in the air. Musgrave to the church did go to see fine ladies there.
That is wonderful, isn't it? That is Planxty with Little Musgrave. From 1980, their album The Woman I Loved So Well, which I've got on vinyl somewhere. I must dig that out for my vinyl-only show that I keep promising, but never get round to. I will soon, I promise. So the rest of the show is made up of all new music, and I think next week's show will be too. I've got so much new stuff I want to play. We also have an interview with Catherine Roberts and Sean Lakeman, which I did back on the 12th of April before they went on tour. The last date of their tour is this Saturday night at the Peel Centenary Centre, Saturday the 6th of May. But first, here's a track by Megson. Megson are a duo from my part of the world. They're from Saltburn, but I believe they live down Cambridge way now, I think. This is from their new album, which is called What Are We Trying to Say? And this song is called The Conspiracy Trap.
I'm just a normal person. I come from a normal town. I don't have nothing special to make me stand out. Don't think to call me stupid. I see right behind those lies. If you want to know the truth, then listen here a while. They'll say, they tell you the earth is spinning. They'll say, they tell you the world's not flat. They'll say, they think that they know much better. But I'm not sure, no, I'm not so sure about that. You ever stop to wonder? Have you ever paused to think? In all of the facts we're missing, there might be one thing. I know I can make it clear now. I know that you'll understand the moment you see that they're controlling every hand. They'll say, they tell you you've got your freedoms. They'll say, but still you can't leave your flat. They'll say, they think that they know much better. But I'm not sure, no, I'm not so sure about that. Can't you see? It's all a conspiracy. Can't you see? It's all a conspiracy. Building them a new world order. They're building us a lonely grave. Sleepwalking straight towards it. We never even try to wake. They keep telling us all these stories. They keep giving us all this strife. They meant this to be so relentless that we all just shut up for an easy life. And they'll say, they tell you the earth is spinning. They'll say, they tell you the world's not flat. They'll say, they think that they know much better. But I'm not sure, no, I'm not so sure about that. They tell you the earth is spinning. They tell you the world's not flat. They think that they know much better. But I'm not sure, no, I'm not so sure about that. I'm not so sure about that. Can't you see? It's all a conspiracy. Can't you see? It's all a conspiracy.
So that was Megson with a track from their new album, What Are We Trying to Say? A few weeks ago, I played a track by Sarah Jane Summers and Johanni Silvela. They've got a new album out called Solvstruck. At least, I think that's how you pronounce it in Norwegian. As you know, my pronunciation leaves a little to be desired. It means silver stroke, and the album consists of a dream team of Norwegian folk and classical musicians with a punchy and nuanced sound. Each track takes a tune as its starting point, from which Silvela and Summers recompose and expand into refined string arrangements. And the album opens with Tune for Alistair, illustrating the day of an energetic toddler. Here it is. So the live music highlight this week must be Catherine Roberts and Sean Lakeman playing at the Centenary Centre on Saturday night, Saturday the 6th of May. I believe that there's other things happening on that day, but I'm sure by the evening you'll have had enough of all the pomp and circumstance and will be wanting some great live music. I'm recording this show a couple of weeks early, so certainly at the moment there's tickets available. I'm not sure if there are when you hear this. If you want to check, you can go to www.etickets.im and follow the links to the Centenary Centre. Here's a track from their new album, Catherine Roberts and Sean Lakeman's new album, Almost a Sunset, and after that, you'll hear a chat I had with them back on the 12th of April.
It was meant to be a bloodless coup until the streets turned red. Do as we say, not as we do. We're in charge of you, they said. We hear whispers, we see all from our vantage point high on the wall. We know secrets, we smell lies as the plots and deceit start to rise like heat to the eaves, spoken by liars and thieves, con men who do as they please. Some have money and wish for more. They won't lend a penny to the poor. They pass by with nothing but a frown. That's the way the working person has been cast down on their knees, punished by liars and thieves, con men who do as they please. What will become of this land if things go on this way? There's many thousand workers grow poorer by the day. They lie and twist, they trick and cheat. They insist that you march to their beat, jump to attention every time they talk, and don't ever question the direction you walk in your sleep. Herded by liars and thieves, con men who do as they please. What will become of this land if things go on this way? There's many thousand workers grow poorer by the day. It was meant to be a bloodless coup until the streets turned red. Do as we say, not as we do. We're in charge of you, they said. There is no whisper so quiet it can't be heard. No opinion too brutal or absurd. Nothing changes, we've seen it all before. Eavesdropping on history from the chamber floor. Spoken by liars and thieves, con men who do as they please.
So that was Eavesdropper by Catherine Roberts and Sean Lakeman, and I'm totally thrilled that they're here to have a chat with us. Good evening.
Hello, John.
Hi.
Great to see you. So where are you now? Just put this into context.
We are currently sat at home in our studio enduring Storm Noah, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're sort of gearing up to the next stint of the tour. So we've got a few more days at home and then we're back off out again.
Yes, I should probably say we're recording this a little bit before it'll be broadcast. And yes, we had snow on the island this morning up on
Oh, wow.
Crikey.
quite remarkable for this time of year.
Yeah.
So where is your tour taking you around the Isles?
We've done a fortnight's touring already, kind of around the southeast
Of England,
Of
yeah.
England.
So we're heading north, really, but we just leapfrog north via Cardiff. So we're off to Cardiff next week, and then we leapfrog into the north, and we go as far north as Newcastle, and everywhere in between, really.
Absolutely. And out to the Isle of Man, of course.
Yes.
And, so we're really looking forward to seeing you at the Centenary Centre on May the 6th. That'll be a fantastic evening. And you're promoting an album.
Yes, we just a couple of weeks ago released our most recent album, which is the first one for about 5 years, and it's called Almost a Sunset. And we're really pleased with the response it's had from people. We kind of squirrel ourselves away down here in our studio and dip in and out of recording, and it always takes quite a while. We never rush these things. So it's actually lovely when you release it out into the wild and people enjoy it.
People pick it up. Yeah, I played a track quite a few weeks ago, and obviously we've just heard one now, and we'll hear a third one in a few minutes. Yeah. So you have played at the Centenary Centre before, haven't you?
We did, a few years ago now, but we remember it quite fondly. We love the Isle of Man. We've been a couple of times, and like it very, very much. We had some exceptional fish and chips last time we were in Peel, I seem to remember. So
it feels good for its seafood. We definitely recommend it. Yeah, no, I'm sure you have a great time, and it's a beautiful place to visit for a concert as well.
Brilliant.
And so, is it just the two of you coming?
Yes, it is. Yes, it's just the two of us who tour, and we organise ourselves, and very occasionally we take our teenage twin daughters on tour with us, but this is GCSE year, and they've got a lot of revision to do, so they're staying home and hopefully working hard.
I'm sure they will be. As a recently retired teacher, I know there will be.
That's what they'll tell us.
Excellent. So can you tell us a little bit about the album?
Well, it's kind of just a collection of stories, really. We didn't record it in one bite-sized chunk. We just dipped in and out over this course of about a year, and just did it as inspiration struck us, really. So
yeah, I think there's quite a variety of songs on there. There are a few out and out traditional songs. There's an adaptation of a very, very old traditional song that we've placed into two parts and made it a bit of an epic.
Resurrected something from from dusty pages.
and lots of self-penned, as Sean says, kind of story songs. We do enjoy a good, interesting yarn that you can turn into.
No, I can tell from listening to it. There's, the storylines do bring you into the album very much, I feel. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we've always been great fans of folk songs being stories and interesting tales. So it's just trying to carry on that tradition, really. There's not too many modern folk songs get written about people and things of modern times, whereas it was very much a thing in times gone by. There's innumerable songs about Napoleon or all sorts of great historical characters, but that becomes less and less the further into the modern we come. Yeah, so that's really what the album's comprised of, and it's quite a breadth of styles as well. Some of the songs are really quite heavily produced, and others are really very stripped back and acoustic. So we really.
So it's quite interesting to reimagine those into a live setting with just the two of you. Then.
Yeah, that can be quite challenging with some of the songs that come into life just through the studio and being produced songs, but. We enjoy that. We enjoy taking songs and giving them a new sort of lease of life just between the two of us.
Yeah, it's a different dynamic from being in the studio as to standing in front of people and kind of trying to build a connection with an audience and hope that you can convey the story or convey the emotion correctly and make someone kind of try and understand and connect with what you're trying to say. It's inspiring.
Thankfully, the songs seem to shine through on this album. The strength of the songs are such that whether or not it's the album versions that are very produced or just us playing them quite acoustically in a folk setting. I think the strength of the songs.
No, absolutely. And of course, your own delivery, I'm sure, is going to carry them across fantastic.
Depending on the night.
Well, I think actually when we come to the Isle of Man, that's the very last gig of the tour. So we should be really well practiced by then.
And celebrating the end of the tour and the return to your daughters.
A fine place to do it, yeah.
Well, it's been lovely to talk to you. And we're going to next play a song called Call My Name. Is there anything particular about that we should know?
This is actually a little ditty that... is possibly a little more personal than some of the songs on the album, in that I initially wrote it for a friend of ours who was having a particularly difficult time.
Yeah.
When we came to record it, I think I realised that perhaps subconsciously I was writing it with a view to cheering myself up and keeping myself going and motivated after a bit of a difficult period. So it's maybe slightly more introspective than some of the other songs, but... Well,
thank you very much, and we really look forward to seeing you on the Isle of Man in just a few days' time from when I broadcast this interview, and on Saturday night at the Peel Centenary Centre. And if tickets are still available, I'll tell you about it after this song.
When life is hard and you feel alone, try and recall all the good times we had when it seems there's nowhere else to go. Call my name when the good idea is out of reach. Try and recall all the good times we had when you've lost the last of your self-belief. Call my name. I will hold you and love you and lift you as high as can be. I will hear you and see you. You can always rely on me. When the words you choose are always wrong, try and recall all the good times we had when the moment isn't right, but you can't sing the song. Call my name. I will hold you and love you and lift you as high as can be. I will hear you and see you. You can always rely on me. When the worst is over and everything's fine, when you're on the rise after the fall, when it's nearly a memory, look back on this time as some of the best days of all. When it's hard to face another day, try and recall all the good times we had. For things won't always be this way. Call my name. I will hold you and love you and lift you as high as can be. I will hear you and believe you. You can always rely on me. You can always rely on me.
Catherine Roberts and Sean Lakeman there. And if you want to check if there's any tickets left for their gig on Saturday night, go to etickets.im and follow the links to the Centenary Centre. Next, Rura are four outstanding musicians: Stephen Blake on pipes and keys, Jack Smedley on fiddle, David Foley flute baran, and acoustic electric guitarist and bass player Adam Brown. They've performed on stages in more than 20 countries and won various awards, featured on the Hogmanay celebrations on the BBC, and thrilled audiences from Cambridge to Shetland, Tonda to Winnipeg. The Glasgow-based four-piece have established themselves as one of Scotland's must-see instrumental lineups, and they've got a new album which is called Dusk Moon. And from it, this is The Soft Mist All Over. Lucy Farrell is one of my favourite singers, and she has a new album out called We Are Only Sound. From it, this is Paper Thin.
forgot about the part when you said I could colour you in. When you sang about your loneliness, I knew how you'd been. But don't keep me in the dark. I've seen through your walls so paper thin, and I know they're covered all over with roses, really. I'm no good at this. We could argue that you took hours off my heart and spent them on the days away, playing grown-ups in the dark and promising to always stay. But you never really meant more to me than I did to you. But I loved the moments when you told me you'd never love anyone else so sincerely. I'm no good at this. We could argue that, and we drove for hours just to find that home was everything we had left behind. Memories are like sins that we hide in the back of our minds, bringing air to our defense, blurring in between the lines. I remember sometimes the days that we spent, the places we went, and I wonder if there's ever been anyone that's seen me so clearly. I'm no good at this. We could argue that. I'm no good at this. We could argue that. I'm no good at this. We could argue that.
Lucy Farrell there with Paper Thin from her new album, which is out now. Now, the Young'uns are a trio that I've seen many times, really, at festivals in the UK, and they played at the Centenary Centre. They're very, very entertaining live. Sean Cooney from the band has developed into one of the UK's leading songwriters on topical and political issues, and many of the songs on the new album, Tiny Notes, celebrate local heroes around the UK. But the song I'm going to play is called Rosebery Moon, and it celebrates Rosebery Topping, which is a hill local to where I grew up, and one that I've climbed many, many times. It's got a fantastic view southward over the North York Moors and north over the industrial scene that is Teesside, where the Young'uns are from. This song was inspired by a photograph captured by Stephen MacDonald, who'd planned to take a picture of the moon rising behind the landmark for months, and by total chance captured a couple kissing in front of the moon. Take a look on the internet. If you type in Rosebery Moon, you will find the photograph.
Your cheeks were like snow, your hair was a storm, your skin was so soft, your lips were so warm, and love was young and new beneath a roseberry moon. And I thought of the lads and the lasses gone by, who found love in foundries and ironstone mines, and who stood here like me and you beneath the roseberry moon. Roseberry moon, roseberry moon, roseberry moon. I was born in a grave, and so were you. For most of my life I never knew, and I could pretend it's not true. Beneath the roseberry moon. And if love can save us from what we have done, let love be as deep and love be as long as the love that I felt for you beneath the roseberry moon. Roseberry moon, roseberry moon, roseberry moon, roseberry moon, roseberry moon, roseberry moon.
A few weeks ago, I played you a track by Seamus and Quiver. Seamus and Quiver I Flaherty. I hope I pronounced that better this time. From their self-titled album released this year, and I said there was a great version of the Beatles' Blackbird on there, so here it is for you.
Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly all your life. You were only waiting for this moment to rise. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these sunken eyes and learn to see. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to be free. Blackbird fly, blackbird fly
into the light of a dark blind
Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly all your life. You were only waiting for this moment to rise. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these sunken eyes and learn to see. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to be free. Blackbird fly, blackbird
So, as usual, there's lots of live music you can go and support around the island this week. The trad session in O'Donnell's tomorrow night from around about 9 o'clock. The Folk Club in Ramsey on Thursday night at the Buffs Club. The trad session in the Mitre in Ramsey on Friday night. And, of course, Catherine Roberts and Sean Lakeman at the Centenary Centre on Saturday night in Peel. Sunday afternoon session should be Laxey Sailing Club, as it's the first Sunday of the month. I'm going to leave you with the track from Emar's new album, Awakening. Emar, of course, a stellar lineup of traditional musicians from Ireland, Scotland, England and the Isle of Man. Thomas Callister on fiddle and Adam Rhodes on bouzouki. This is Splinter O'Neill. See you next week.